some mistakes are bad. There's no two ways about that. Some mistakes have serious negative consequences, and our children are right to avoid those sorts of mistakes. I'm James Anderson, and today I want to talk to you about those performance mistakes, the mistakes that have negative consequences that we should be avoiding. When I fly around this country, I don't want to come into a new airport, hear the underbelly of the plane scraping against the tarmac, sparks coming off and the plane spinning around, and then have the pilot come on the PA and say, "Sorry folks, forgot to put the wheels down today. What a great learning opportunity that is for me." No, thank you very much. Get it right, don't make mistakes. But that idea of get it right, don't make mistakes is something we try to avoid in schools. We tell students that it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes help us learn. But some of our children are smarter than that. They know that no, mistakes are bad. Mistakes have negative consequences and they're right to be avoided. But then we turn around and say, no, it's all right. Classrooms and school, it's a safe environment where you can learn and practice and make mistakes. And your child is going, well, if mistakes aren't bad, if they don't have negative consequences, why do you have to make the classroom safe? The problem here is the vague, imprecise way that we talk about mistakes. Some mistakes are bad. Some mistakes aren't very helpful at all, like the careless mistakes and the aspirational mistakes we've talked about before, and others are helpful. And when we use these vague concepts like mistakes help us learn and it's okay to make mistakes, to a child who's going, I don't want to make mistakes, I want to get everything right, mistakes are bad, they know we're lying to them. Because not all mistakes are good. Not all mistakes are helpful, some are bad. And what we need them to understand is the sort of mistakes they're fearing, the sort of mistakes they are right to avoid, are what we call performance mistakes. When you're in a performance situation, when you're doing your best, when you're trying to get things right, you are absolutely right to reduce, minimize, eliminate mistakes from your performance. That's the right thing to do in that context. But not all contexts are like that. When you're trying to perform, minimize, eliminate mistakes. But when you're trying to improve, you make a different type of mistake. When you're trying to improve, you make the sort of mistake that's in your learning zone, not in your performance zone like this one. Mistakes in your learning zone are mistakes that you make without consequence. That the consequence, if you like, actually helps you grow. And so when we look at these 6 different types of mistakes, we're asking the question, are they helpful or unhelpful? Careless mistakes, aspirational mistakes, and performance mistakes aren't helpful to learning. The next 3 that we talk about, stretch mistakes, aha moment mistakes, and design mistakes, are helpful for learning. So let's stop talking about mistakes. Value when our children say mistakes are bad, because some are. But at the same time recognise and help them understand that not all mistakes are bad. And what they need to do is to recognise that the mistake they're making is they're not able yet to distinguish between mistakes that are helpful and mistakes that should be avoided.